this Stonesborough First Division Championship match from Headingley, Leeds versus Salford. A very strong Leeds team. So strong that substitutes today are George Mann and Harvey Howard, and that indicates the formidable opposition that Salford are up against. Let me quickly go through that Leeds team this afternoon. Alan Tate back in his accustomed position of full-back. They've got Jim Fallon on the right wing after injury. Kevin Iro in the centre with Barry Schofield and Francis Cummings on the left wing. Half-backs, Graham Oldroyd and Frenchman Patrick Onta. And in the forwards, just listen to the strength of this Leeds pack. Harmon, Vasilakopoulos, Marlow, Mercer, Ayres and Hanley. Substitutes Mann and Howard. But that Salford team, well, they will remember that tenacious effort last week. 12 men for the last half hour of the game, coming back to level 24-24 against Featherstone and their team today. Marnes at full back and in the three quarters, Phil Cousins, Nathan McAvoy, Scott Naylor and full forward. Half-back Sam Paniper and Sean Brown, and in the forwards David Young, Jonathan Quigley, Richard Webster, Craig Randall, Cliff Eccles and Mike Gregory. Substitutes Jason Critchley and Bob Marsden. Good to see Jason Critchley back in the frame, good to see Mike Gregory recovered. And in the centre today the referee is Colin Morris, Mr Morris from Huddersfield, and good to see that Salford have got their youngsters there as the mascot for today's game. Salford always giving time and trouble for the youngsters because they know that they are the spectators of tomorrow, they are the players of tomorrow. But this is going to be a stern test for Salford without any shadow of doubt. Nathan McAvoy, congratulations to him for making his first full debut, having signed from amateur rugby league club Eccles only. Well, what is it, 2 playing months ago, was it March of this year, and he's out there having impressed so much last week and scored that vital, thrilling try at the end of last week's game. What a test he's got. Who's he up against? Kevin Iro, one of the strongest men, one of the strongest centres in rugby league. Phil Cousins getting another chance as well, and deservedly so after last week's effort. And Sam Paniper, he's switched to the stand-off position because of the injury to Steve Blakely, an injury that is not as serious as first thought, but nonetheless serious for all that, because it means that Salford have to play without him. Well, for this game, well, the Leeds, who must be the favourites on every measure, higher up in the league. And if history counts for anything, Salford don't win at Headingley, I'm sorry to say. They've only won once in the last 35 years. Can you believe that? But today, history counts for nothing, and Salford will show that determination that we saw last week. Everybody is more than happy to support a team that gives their all, and that's what Salford did last week. But Leeds already making ground like that. It was Richard Webster who was passed comfortably then by Neil Harmon. And in this, it's only the 5th tackle, not the 5th tackle yet, and already Leeds have made a lot of ground as the kick comes in and pushes Salford back. Mann having to readjust, but then takes the ball cleanly. Well, there's always a question mark about this 10-metre rule, isn't it? But in the first play, from nothing, Leeds have put the 4 together and then the kick, and putting Salford under pressure deep inside their own 20 as David Young tries to make some ground, but 3 Leeds tacklers first to put him down. And Cliff Eccles with his first run, recent signing from Rochdale, wishing well for Salford. Richard Webster needing to demonstrate today that he's a rugby league player in his own right now after that excellent rugby union career. And Sean Brown having quickly to put the kick in, and Alan Tate running and running cross field, but the Salford chase was good, and that was a good tackle from David Young, putting him down on the halfway line. But Leeds looking to want to make ground as they are doing every play. That was another 7-metre play from Leeds, from Vasilakopoulos. And Jim Fallon, well, he's been out with injury, but what a strong runner he is. Former rugby union player. Good play from Leeds, but good tackling from Salford on Gary Mercer. Good line here from Leeds. Good long pass to Schofield and to Iro out there, but that is an excellent tackle. Excellent tackle from Nathan McAvoy. The kick coming in, and they will surely be offside. Marn says thank you, he takes that so well. Nobody to pass it to, so he runs, gets his pass on to Ford. Ford receiving the applause from the, well, is it jeers from the Leeds fans for a favourite here at Headingley for so long. And Mike Gregory quickly up in support then, and that was good bright play from Salford. They had the measure of that particular Leeds attack when Salford were defending. And now they're looking to keep this ball alive as Salford do so well. Panepa straining up and going, and Panepa's in the clear. Now can he go on his own? He's looking for support. No, he's not. He's going to go on his own. He hasn't got support, and he's made it. Absolutely thrilling try from Sam Panepa. A break from just inside his own half. Everybody thought he was going to pass, but he found legs from absolutely nowhere to go all the way, and Alan Tate couldn't touch him in the end. He did just enough to Sam Panepa to make everybody think he was going to pass, but what an excellent start for Salford. Brilliant try for Panepa. He's very first for the Salford Rugby League Club. Congratulations to him, and more importantly, congratulations to him for such a great opportunist try from absolutely nothing. Well played, Sam Panepa. Great start for Salford, only 3 minutes, and Salford have got the first points on the board, 4 points to 0. So after 3 minutes, it's Panepa just pushing off Ellery Hanley in the centre and setting off on a very long chase, a long run for the line, and making it the try his. Great start for Salford, that certainly will lift them. And there's a good demonstration of how a try can lift you. Cliff Eccles making it to 10 metres outside the 20-metre line. He's got Naylor wanting to go forward, and he does, doesn't he? Put down in the end, doesn't down. Vasilopoulos for him. And quickly running this way, pass on to Ford. Ford's going across field, straightening up, going back, moving around, still going forward, gets his pass on to Craig Randall, and Phil Ford, he's been involved twice, and on each occasion looked as though something's threatened. Mike Gregory also looking strong after his recovery from injury. Salford inside the Leeds half. This is play, and there's David Young going round, almost going round Vasilopoulos. Salford making good ground this time, and it's the Brown kick that's running and running, and Jim Fallon has to leave it, and that is a good kick from Sean Brown, putting Salford on the attack territorially. And the chance for everybody just to pause for breath after this hectic start to the game, which has seen Salford scoring that first try for Sam Panepa in the opening 3 minutes. 4-0 to Salford. Long way to go. Leeds there, Fallon's there, but Panepa hangs on with Naylor. Arrow. Now here's a chance from nothing from Cummings. McAvoy misses him, but Marn doesn't. Great run from Cummings on the Leeds left wing, making ground into the Salford part of the field. Mercer coming back inside, straining up, and he still gets his pass on. Great pass out to Fallon. Over this side there are 4 Salford defenders. On the knees, Phil Ford to bring him down first of all, then assisted by Cliff Eccles. Great attack from Leeds, superb from inside their own 20. Holroyd's there. Oh, McAvoy so unlucky. If he can, so it's Pixmore, and all of a sudden Tate's going onto Hanley, and Hanley is going to score just by the post. Oh, great attack from Leeds. Hanley in support from that Tate's break. 6 minutes gone, 2 tries already. 1 to Salford, 1 to Leeds. And if only the game is full of if-onlys, because if only Nathan McAvoy had been able to take that ball that he'd had the vision to go and intercept, if he'd hang on to that, then there was a possibility of a Salford try. Unfortunately, it wasn't to be. He didn't take the ball cleanly. Tate picked it up, went past Brown slightly. He had Ellery Hanley in support, who shrugged off Brown, and that gave who in the end, Ellery Hanley the chance to level the scores. Conversion attempt, no problem for Holroyd. 6-4 to Leeds. So that's rugby league for you, isn't it? If McAvoy, if only he'd been able to hang on to that ball, then who knows what Salford could have done. But he didn't, and Leeds went on to score. So that will calm Leeds down if they needed calming down. And Salford know that they've got men like this to go for. And here's another chance from nothing for Leeds. Mr. Morris deciding that one was marginally forward, and that was a very close decision. But Leeds showing their ability to run the ball from anywhere on this pitch. Gary Mercer going across field and getting a pass out to his left centre to, I think it was Schofield, not too sure who it was, but the pass came back, real forward. A chance for Leeds again, and Salford now in a chance with possession just inside the Leeds 20, and Panapa, well, Holroyd was aware of what Panapa did the last time they had possession like that. But Salford, oh, that was a bad pass. A bad pass. Oh, and the referee waves them on. He said it when it came off his knees. It was a bad pass, but went onto the knees. And McAvoy looking to weave his way through. Off his knee, so no knock on. And Salford looking to regain possession. Quigley's going on his own, but where's he going? Nowhere, going back a little bit. Referee hasn't held his hand up yet. Good set. So David Young has to go, but Salford not cohesive in their line out, and David Young won't go down, but this time it's the last one. Salford on the 10-metre line. What can they do from this position? Good long line. The kick's going to come quickly. It's into space, but the chasers really are not going with any conviction, apart from Sean Brown himself. The line was too deep, not quite expecting it. And Leeds have the chance to bring the ball clear, and Leeds have so many men over this side. But Vasilakopoulos was decided he doesn't need them. It looks to weave and dodged and get clear. He didn't, but the Salford cover stretched on this side. And Marlow, well tackled by Panapa and aided by Eccles. He's roughly played the ball, but play continues. Tackling, okay, says Mr. Morris. David Young and Scott Naylor. Well, the kick goes in. Man has to go back and makes it his. Neil Harmon's there, Henry's there. Man is blocked in by players, has to take the short route between them. But Harmon and Hanley making sure that there was no way he was going to get clear. Sun comes out. Oh, and that's good pass on. Craig Randall sells the dummy, still looks to go, and he gets his pass on to Quigley. Looking to make an opening Salford here. Good play, Richard Webster going forward on his own. 1-1. Now it's 2-1, and Webster brought down. Mercer one of them. Arrow the other. Cliff Eccles pushing his way over the halfway line. For Salford. Nice little pass inside to Man. And Man tries to get himself clear, doesn't quite do it, but Salford seemingly probing well in this stage of the game. Salford not quite looking. It's still the last one. Craig Randall as well to get clear. The referee waved them out. So 6 more to Salford. I hope the players have seen that, because David Young has sensed there was an opening there. And Salford enjoying some good possession at this stage without being able to find a decisive opening as yet. Cliff Eccles, big hit from him. A big hit on him, but it didn't daunt him. He stopped his progress, but he gets up. Panapa looking again, and so on the dummy. Oh, and so unlucky there, Sam Panapa, with there being a passing route to Mike Gregory. To Sean Brown. To Cliff Eccles, sides one. And so unlucky there for Cliff Eccles. To Sean Brown. Good cross forward movement for Salford. Webster this time, but taken down. And it's the last one this time. So we have a good, something like 18. Sean Brown has to where to get his pass away. David Young with the high one. The chase is on. The referee says somebody's offside. So they let Cummins have the ball, and now the solution is to make sure he doesn't get away, but he does. It's got 4 players before he's finally brought down by Quigley. And from nothing, Leeds look to and forward so positively. So much danger in this Leeds attack, so much speed like that. Oh, and surely a bit of obstruction, but Arrow's in the clear. Must be a try. Who's going to stop him? Ford is. Fallon. Vasilakopoulos is there, back to Fallon. Great attack from Leeds. Cousins is going, and he gets him back, but Cummins is still going to line. Men over, and that is surely one of the tries of the season for Leeds. So many men involved, virtually the whole team at one time or another, stretching the Salford defence up the middle, then up the right away across to the other side of the field to the left, before the final pass went on to the scorer. Salford trying desperately to put the men down, the men with the ball. The cover was good from Salford, they didn't let them go, but in the end there were just too many Leeds men going forward, and the scorer in the end was Holroyd. So 13 minutes gone, it's Leeds 10, Salford 4, and Salford, having had all that possession, couldn't break the defence. And there's one drop ball, and so Salford have a chance here with this position to come back into it. And then Leeds in possession, really absolutely rampant in that move. Always men in support. One of the arts of rugby league, get the man in support. Now Salford, can they do from this position? It's going along the line, but it's going a bit slowly. But McAvoy does well, doesn't he? He's going to see if he can go forward. Not many runners. So quickly has to try and find a way through himself. David Young stops, goes back inside and forces himself, doesn't he? Oh, it's great forceful run from David Young, and Salford within 10 metres from the line. Oh, and that kick goes straight to Leeds, and Salford snap it up. So it's all on to the referee. Is this a chance for Salford? Cliff Eccles. Actually for a real opportunity now, another 6 for Salford. They got away with that one, didn't they? Nowhere to go though, Salford looking very, very stationary. Realising Leeds had come up quickly, Sean Brown had to hang on. McAvoy says that's mine, comes back inside, onto Scott Naylor. Nice pass onto Paniper, but Paniper tackled so well by, I think it was Holroyd that time. No, it wasn't, it was and Richard Webster still trying to go forward, staying on his feet, gets the ball away. Craig Randall, Salford players, certainly not expecting play to continue, it seemed then. Now it's a good line this side, now it's coming over more quickly, like that. Eccles needs to pass on, he gets it onto the man, but pass rather telegraphed. Eccles not releasing the ball quite so quickly as his colleagues might have hoped. This time it's a little kick through, straight to Vasilakopoulos, who says thanks very much, and all of a sudden the crowd cheer the Leeds defensive effort and expect that something can happen from Leeds on attack, and with this man in possession, it certainly can. Scott Naylor swinging perhaps a bit high, but so high that he didn't connect. And here's Mercer, running so strongly, taking all the strength from Phil Ford to put him down, but he does. Holroyd in that line. Richie Ayres gets his pass out to Faimarlo. Faimarlo's got support this time, but wonderful tackle from Scott Mahon, and the second tackle to prevent him from playing the ball, and Mr Morris making do with just the penalty. Others might have given him 10 minutes in the sin bin for a professional foul, but Leeds again demonstrating that in possession they're a fast team, that their handling's good, and that they know how to get the men in support making the passes. Great break that time from Faimarlo, and a great tackle from Mahon as well, saving what could have been another Leeds try. So we've had 18 minutes. 10-4 to Leeds. And Holroyd with this penalty attempt. Goes well. The crowd, that one, in off the post, thank you. It's going to the Leeds day, isn't it just? 12-4. So Salford taking some time to get back to the centre. Just looking in possession, not quite able to have enough speed to get around his speed of hand as much as anything to get past the Leeds tacklers. And Leeds attackers showing right like Harry Hanley how difficult they are to put down. Fouling from the touchline. Important tackles at every part of this field on these Leeds players. Like that man, Gary Mercer. Does so well, so strong and forceful when he's running, Gary Mercer. And again, that was a very important tackle there by Craig Randall. Schofield back inside to Richie Ayres. Good tackle on Richie Ayres. David Young forward with the kick, ball offside. Ford says that's mine, but the referee says that's a knock-on. Ironic jeers from the Leeds fans. They really like Phil Ford. Great favourite when he played down here at Headingley. But it puts Leeds in a very good attacking position, as you can see on the 20-metre line. It's thrown out without any of the pack touching it. Look at the length of that pass. And there's Schofield going through on his own, but what a superb tackle from behind that was by Scott Naylor. And Hanley has the time to stop and think and look, and then still Leeds going forward strongly, but that ball lost and Salford snap it up. So something of a let off for Salford there. Marlow dropping the ball in the end, but Salford saying thanks very much, that's mine. And Salford just getting the breath for the minute. Play the ball a bit slow, and really the Leeds defensive line is already there to make the tackle before the pass is made. Nice pass on there, Scott Man can't get away from Arrow. A strong run that is from Dick Ackles. It's the last one already. Brownwood going with the kick, he has to get away quickly. He does it down this narrow side. It bounces very sweetly for Alan Tate, who jogs and then looks to go around Craig Randall and Nathan McAvoy almost, but not quite. Nathan McAvoy, much admired by Doug Lawton, I understand, who wanted him down here at Leeds. But Salford got him, and not good that the best youngsters are starting to come to Salford. They can sense that Salford are building a team for the future. Good tackling, Webster and Naylor. The tackling is tiring Holroyd there. On to Marlow. Marlow taken down well by Naylor again, with the help of Quigley. Good line from Leeds though, good line pass to Schofield, men over for Leeds now. Takes one of them, the pass is on to Cummins. Cummins comes inside, Cousins doesn't quite get him, but the ball is dislodged. And the referee, is it going to penalise Cummins? On the guidance of the lines, the touch judge said it was pulled out of his hand, but that really just seemed to be a good tackle from Cousins, and that is an excellent kick. So the pressure from Leeds relentless at the minute, like that. Salford pushed, defence at full stretch to keep Leeds out from this position. Holroyd's there, he's got nobody this side yet. But perhaps it doesn't matter, perhaps he's going to go on his own, he nearly did. Jeff Apple's just doing enough first of all to stop his progress. Onta looking for these runners, Gregory's up there, but Richie Ayres gets away from him. But the Salford tacklers are there. Henry's going to go on his own, but still gets his pass away. Vasilakopoulos, he goes and squirms, and it takes all the strength of those Salford defenders to stop him going over the line so close. Now Leeds coming right, Salford very thin on this side. Quick hands along this side will create the opening. Schofield, oh, a super tackle from Panaper. The ball's lost, goes backwards, says the referee. And the tackle's made by Phil Ford. But it still leads. Alan Tate going to put a little kick through. He comes back. Off. David Young and Richard Webster penalised for being in an offside position, which is very, very unlucky. But Salford have done all the hard work in defence. They prevented Leeds scoring the try, and Harry Hamley says, let's go for goal, let's go for 2 points. Most unlucky, that was Richard Webster and David Young, because that was a great period of defence from Salford. It was at least 2 lots of 6, if not a third lot of 6, that they had managed to prevent Leeds from scoring from that position inside the 20. 24 minutes gone. 12-4 to Leeds. Pushes that one wide. So a 2-point let off for Salford. The pitch is absolutely immaculate condition here. The weather is ideal. Marlon wants to attract some of his attention on the bench, and that is a good kick from Brown, but Mercer picks it up cleanly and runs back strongly the Salford defence. Into the waiting arms of Cousins, who makes a very good tackle on Mercer, and then Mercer sort of felt something had happened as a second tackle, but gets up uninjured. Good tackling from Salford at this stage, but Lee's starting to run well again like that. Owen Arntad does well to hang on to that ball. The pass from Harmon didn't really take him by surprise, but Farmar running so strongly into Panaka and Naylor, but shrugs them both off, and now there's men over for Leeds, but not David Young, but surely was on the floor. The referee says no. Hanley running now, gets his pass on to Iro. Iro's trying to find openings, but that was good tackling from both Webster and Young and Randall in there. Harmon going forward strongly, great tackle from David Young, saw the danger, but Leeds, men over here, Holroyd is the high one, the chasers are on, Phil Ford's going to make it 9, that was bounced looking very well for Salford. Gary Mercer was going for Phil Ford then without having any awareness of where the ball was, and that was one that came back Salford's way, and deservedly so too. In the way these games go, the luck of the bounce is all important, and that was one that thankfully went Salford's way. And Mr. Morris deciding that not for the first time Leeds really can't get up that quickly, and they've been encroaching on this 10-metre area. And he's now giving the penalty in a decision that will enable Sean Brown to make a good touch. 26 minutes gone, but has he found touch? No, he hasn't. And it's kept in play. So unfortunately for Salford, that didn't work out well. And Alan Tate should have passed, but McAvoy made a good tackle on him. Tate kicks it to himself, and this time McAvoy's being penalised for not letting him run the 10 metres. So Sean Brown not doing the right thing, not making sure. Graham Holroyd's done the right thing, he's made sure. And it's more pressure from Leeds on this Salford line, and this Salford defence doing well to hold Leeds after all this pressure. Switch move, Holroyd's going. Ball, put that, that's all it needs. Oh, and a pass gone to ground, and the referee's not. So a real opportunity for Leeds. Mike Gregory was going for the interception, or he was going for the tackle, he missed it, and when it looks as though one of the Leeds players, I think it was Richie Ayres, could have scored himself, he passed on to Manny Support, who dropped it. What a let off for Salford. And Phil Cousins with his first running chance today, making it to the 20-metre line virtually. So a let off for Salford, and maybe this game could just change, because Salford have been very much under the cosh in these last few minutes. Sean Brown probing for an opening, but Salford just not lined up, not looking keen to want this ball at the moment. They've been under a lot of pressure, but these are all tough, fit guys. Panaka and to Richard Webster out there on the right, and look how difficult Richard Webster is to put down. He is in the end, but it needs 3 Leeds players to do it, and he wants to get on with that. That's good to see. Panaka to David Young. A good strong line. McMahon still does well, doesn't he? Just went backwards. The real attacking opportunity went there. Craig Randall slipping, still gets his pass on to Mike Gregory, but Salford unfortunately standing still at the moment. Not looking as though they've been able to break this Leeds attack. This Leeds stranglehold And there's a kick from Sean Brown, which goes straight out on the full, and Salford under more pressure now. So it's the handover. Certainly, that was a good tackle from Cliff Eccles. Certainly Hanley didn't play that ball, did he? Just rolled it through his legs. That was an excellent tackle from Cliff Eccles. So that's Harmon who's down, and when you think that it's Harvey Howard to come on, if Harmon has to go off, then that is an indication of how strong this Leeds squad is. Arntar running well, but he sells the dummy, but he doesn't sell it to Sean Brown, who brings him down and stops his progress. But Mercer, good running to him, and Kevin Iro with a chance now. The crowd sense it, but Scott Naylor's there. The ball's dropped, and the referee Wiley has to bring that one back. So Leeds having so much the better of possession and territory, but that defence that we saw from Salford last week, as tenacious as ever today, and certainly doing enough to disrupt the Leeds attacking ideas, albeit under great pressure. So a change on the Leeds side. After that tackle from Eccles, it's Neil Harmon who has to go off, and Harvey Howard coming on. Harvey Howard is such a strong man of rugby league. This is almost, as it were, an improvement to the Leeds pack. Well, Harvey Howard will remember that he was sent off in this fixture last season for a high tackle. And Panaker has to take the tackles from Leeds. Gregory's away from the scrum quickly to make another important 10 metres for Salford. David Young done the same. David Young is great prop forward. David Young is for Salford. Piper does well to take that one. Inside to Scott Naylor. Still running well, then straightens up and gets his pass on. Nice play from Salford. Great dummy that from Richard Webster. And on to Phil Cousins. Now what can Phil Cousins do in his first running chance? He does very well, does Phil Cousins, to take a difficult pass and still make ground. And Salford, for the first time for some while, showing some cohesion in attack and going forward. Gregory, good line here. Pineapple wants it, but somebody overrunning again. Scott Naylor having to take the tackle. It was Cliff Eccles again overrunning. And Sean Brown having to sell a nice little dummy, gets it back to David Young. David Young goes on with a high one. Referee set it all on. He comes back, then surely that will be offside. But no, it will be offside. It won't be offside. It will be Salford who are penalised for attacking, for making a tackle on the Leeds fullback on Alan Tate before he had the ball in his hand. Well, that was a better period from Salford. There certainly was much more purpose to the handling, and they made good ground. David Young seemed to come up to his a ton of appearances for Salford, bring a pleasure to watch him play in that position of prop forward. Certainly matured into the game, so reliable, so dependable, superb attitude, always gives of his best, and that's what every supporter loves to see. But we'll have near his 100th game for Salford, as and when it happens. Nice Vasilakopoulos there. Good tackles from quickly Eccles, and finally David Young putting Hanley down. Mercer involved in so much. It's so difficult to get away, so difficult to put Mercer down. He takes it to himself. Surely the referee was marked. He stays in play. Mercer wants this ball, and he wants this ball. Naylor's playing well for Salford the whole ride with the kick. The referee says it's all right. Marnes under it. Takes it so well, so cleanly, and he looks to make ground up the middle, but that was an important tackle on him. Important for Leeds. Alan Tate making the tackle, but a great catch from Scott Marne that was. Salford settle things down again, and Panaper trying to find the opening, probing for it. And Cliff Eccles wanted that one, coming to the short side and being pushed into touch, and that, unfortunately, isn't really good play from Salford. Cliff Eccles knows it, because early in the plays it means that Salford have conceded possession inside their own half, with Leeds having another running chance. 34 minutes on the first half clock. Long pass out there. Nice pass on to Fallon, did well to take it. Fallon comes inside. A good, important tackle from McAvoy first of all, and then 9 second. And a good one. And Schofield won't go down. He gets his pass on. Alan Tate out here. Alan Tate's going the short side on his own. Ford does just enough to put him off. Passes on to Hanley, but clearly forward even from this position. And Salford defence doing just enough yet again. If only on attack Salford could find an opening, you really think that they might be able to come back into this game, because they certainly have done so much defensively to thwart these attacks. Oh, and that time the penalty awarded in Salford's favour. I wasn't really watching at the minute to find out quite what that was for. But there's a good strong run from Richard Webster. He really is showing it. Lead on by Marlow there. Gregory onto Mann. And gets his pass on, he does well to hang on to it, doesn't he, Mike Gregory? And Panepa's involved again. Good running from Salford, good running from Panepa. Good defence from Aaron Tate, didn't take his eye off the man with the ball. And Sean Brown running. Mike Gregory inside, Cliff Eccles. Cliff Eccles taken down by Vasilakopoulos and Hanley, but there's a good play from Salford, good play. Little run around. Nice pass on to David Young. Wants to go forward strongly, and he does just that, and Salford inside the 20. Now what can Salford do with this position? Quigley's going on his own. On to Randall. But has to take the tackle, it's the last one, but Salford, and 10 metres only from the line. A little kick will come through, it goes all over the show. Salford recover it, must be another 6, and McAvoy, he's going in, and he's going to score the try to the delight of the Salford fans down there. Great reward that is for Salford for putting together their best attack in something like 20 minutes it seems of this game, and at the end of it it's produced a try. It came after the little kick through, bounced off all sorts of Leeds' legs. Leeds had to let the play go back on to Salford because one of them would have been in offside position, and when it went to McAvoy he showed that ability that we saw from him last week and scooped on the chance to put another try on the board for Salford. So McAvoy showing to Doug Lawton why Doug Lawton knew that McAvoy was a good player. Certainly Salford fans already recognising what a enormous potential talent the lad's got, and we all wish him well in his progress in his career. And that must have lifted the Salford players. 2 tries to 2 it is, 12 points to 8 the score in this first half. And Richard Webster, he's a good strong running prop forward, isn't he, already? In his first real full season with that number 10 jersey his. Jonathan Quigley looking to go somewhere, but losing the ball and getting it back. And now surely, if on previous decisions the referee said that had been pulled out from his hand, that was the case as well. But again it goes down as not the right thing for Salford to do so close to half time, 38 minutes gone, to concede possession. Sean Brown going again, and on Fallon, doing enough to hang on to Fallon. Still hanging on Sean Brown. Well played, Sean Brown. And Fallon just won't go down. Scott Naylor and Quigley in the end making sure he didn't get away. But all of a sudden it's Leeds that have stepped up a gear like that. Oh, and there's Mike Gregory gone. Now has he got support? Can he go all the way on his own? It goes on to Phil Cousins. Phil Cousins is doing so much there. Excellent play from Salford. Mike Gregory snapped it up. Phil Cousins couldn't quite get the pass on to McAvoy. It wasn't a knock on, the crowd thought so. And this is Salford going so strongly, but it's brought back for a situation over that side. Now what's he giving, John? What was that for? Well, the referee says it's a scrum down. Well, that was great play from Mike Gregory. He's giving the put in to Leeds, and Salford so unlucky having a break from Mike Gregory and support from Phil Cousins, so unlucky not to be able to get clear and would have scored under the post. And they let off for Leeds, who all of a sudden had a real winning chance like that, but thanks to that tackle from Sam Panepa, it really has prevented Leeds going what could have been the length of the field, but Leeds coming forward strongly. Why this high roll, onto Fallon. Fallon takes a difficult ball. Fallon's going down the right wing, 2 Salford players missing, and another one. But the pass goes on to Holroyd. Holroyd's got a chase for the line, and he's going to score. And no, he's not. How is he? The referee isn't going to give it, and again the gods are with Salford, and you have to really congratulate Cliff Eccles, who was beaten for speed, threw himself at the ankles of Holroyd, did just enough to dislodge him. Holroyd didn't quite know what to do when he was on the floor. He didn't know that he got so much time. He could have stood up, played the ball and still scored the try, and a let off for Salford. Great defence from Salford, just showing how important it is to make every tackle count and to try all the time just to dislodge attackers, because the slightest dislodgement from the run can do enough. And look at the difference that tackle has made, because 40 minutes on the clock, Salford go in at half-time, 12 points to 8 in arrears, with so much more hope for the second half than if Leeds had scored the try with that very last play. So Salford, great start, first try to Sam Paniper in 3 minutes, and then it was Leeds who had the better of it for at least 25 minutes before Salford, with a rare attack, did enough to score again themselves. 2 tries each at half-time. Leeds certainly having the better of it, but a half-time score will give Salford a lot of heart for the second half, because it's Leeds 12, Salford 8. Okay, so Salford second to come out, and the Salford fans, a fair number of them, travelled down over to Headingley, making themselves heard, sort of sensing that if Salford can continue where they left off in the first half on defence and in attack, this 12 points to 8 deficit, well, there's still a chance it can be reversed in this second half. Always a difficult game for Salford when they come to Headingley. Only one victory here in 35 years is difficult to believe. And for Salford, more difficult games coming up next week. Halifax at home, and then the week after, Doncaster at home. I came through Oldham on the way here today, and I was amazed how many Doncaster fans have made the journey to Oldham, where they're playing this afternoon. And certainly Salford will have to recognise that there will be no easy game in the First Division. Includes Doncaster. And there's a good strong run from Eccles, the first drive. I was so busy gassing there, I've not noticed whether there are any change in the Salford team, but there's a good strong run from Richard Webster. The sort of run in front of your home fans certainly warms the cockles of the heart, and Salford in 3 plays have made it to, what's that, 15 metres outside this 20-metre line. David Young going to go on his own, taking a bit of a high one from Ellery Hanley, it looked there, but shrugged it off. Paniper, he's seen an opening and running again, like that first try he scored in the first half. Superb try from Paniper to open the scoring of this game. And there's Quigley seeing something from nothing and going through, but that one just goes out on the full. But a nice little move from Quigley, sensing that there might have been a chance down that side, but you really had the impression that Leeds had the measure of that. And so Leeds going to come forward strongly again for Marlow, and Salford having to do the tackling from all parts of this field. David Young in the end applying a bit more weight as one of the Salford players, Richard Webster, underneath that lot. Andy Gregory, Mike Gregory does so well to hang on to Harvey Howard, but Harvey Howard still gets the ball away. Harvey Howard again. This time it's going to be Craig Randall who's going to be penalised. Oh no, it's not. It was Well, there you are, that's the referee said. So I don't know why the penalty's from there unless Salford were offside, but it certainly gives Leeds the chance to go forward again. Running very strongly, far more low. Salford having to be at the best on defence. Harvey Howard looking for Holroyd, and to Hanley. Hanley makes it his. Hanley's running, pretending to kick. He doesn't. He makes room. He's got openings. He's going on his own. He's still going. Goes into support to Irell. Back inside to Fallon. And Fallon bundled into touch. Oh, superb rugby league from both teams. Hanley looking as though he was going to pass. Then he didn't. Then he was looking as though he was going to kick. He didn't. He made loads of space over that side. And so many men there. Irell took a difficult pass, passed on to Fallon. And it's full credit to that Salford cover that the try was prevented. Fallon taking a knock. But great defence from Salford. Great defence. As Paniper has a long way to come. Shrugs on, tat off. Holroyd after the slip makes doubly certain. Scott Naylor been involved so much for Salford like that. Great little run from Scott Naylor. That's warmed the hearts of the Salford fans, clearing the 20. And David Young going forward positive for Paniper. onto Marn. Gets it, places pass away. Went backwards and Salford rescue that situation. I think it's Craig Randall who was under that one. Just a reminder, that is, of how cohesive every attacking line has to be and how difficult it is to pass this ball onto men who are actually running forward. Fallon back on the pitch now, and Brown making that a good kick, sending Alan Tate back to his own line. Support for the Salford fans from him saying, come on Salford, get up. Good chase from Salford. Can they put him down? They can. Sean Brown, well, he's tackles above his size and weight. But if there's not one Leeds man, there's another one there to come forward. The Salford needing to do the tackling by Marlowe with Piper. Stops dead in his tracks with the assistance of Scott Naylor, I think it was. Naylor again, hanging on to that Leeds player. But Leeds going forward strongly. So it was Vasilakopoulos. It wasn't, it was Harvey Howard, a more important tackle. Good tackle there from Randall and Gregory together. And that means the kick has to come in from Holroyd, and it's running and running. Mann has to take it and play it. The chase from Leeds, very, very good. And that tackle was good from Schofield. Cousins just couldn't get into any sort of stride there. And McAvoy having to run on his own. Because the Salford line not quite ready to receive a pass. But McAvoy always runs with conviction. David Young, he'll run with purpose. Run his heart out for Salford. Right. Schofield up very, very quickly. And Paniper stopped dead in his tracks. Sean Brown just about making space. The kick comes deep. And Tate has the chance to run again. He's taking on Scott Naylor. Naylor positive in his tackling. And Tate goes down. Leeds just taking a minute to get in position. It doesn't matter because Ira will go on his own. He'll look and run. Gets his pass on to Schofield. The chance for Cummins over this side. Salford cover, coming over, but Cummins goes through positively through the middle. And he still goes, he runs and runs. Very, very important tackle in the end. Cummins really making a lot of ground then when it looks as though he was covered, and a good long line for Leeds. Look at those passage. Men over for them now. Holroyd's gone on his own. He gets his pass on to Tate, who's out there. And Tate, he's tackled. Dive. Not by full forward, is it? Nathan McAvoy, whoever it is. Scott Naylor. It was a superb defence from Salford. Superb defence. And the referee saying that there was a knock-on or something in that tackling. It's on the 10-metre line. So yet again, a rampant Leeds attack is halted by a brilliant Salford defence. I think it was Scott Naylor who did the tackling. His defence really has improved so much over these last few days. So great defence from Salford, stopping what could have been another Leeds try. Scott Marn in the line. Gets his nice pass away. Phil Cousins says that's mine. Tries to go inside. Wrapped up by Iro and Cummings, but good run from Cousins. From Gregory as well. Crowd thought that was forward, the referee didn't. Salford don't care. Good line from Salford. Piper looking inside. Good strong running, this is from Richard Webster. And Salford inside the Leeds half. Salford fans warming to this Salford effort. David Young, great strides forward from him. Applause from the Salford fans for what's happening at the minute. Good play out here. And there's Craig Randall going forward strongly. And Paniper onto Sean Brown. Great play from Salford. Good defence from Leeds. It's the last one. But crisp Salford attacking this time. It's coming along the line. The kick through. The chase is on. Cummins is going for it, and surely he knocked on referee. Mr. Morris absolutely positive that he didn't. But good play from Salford. Good play from Nathan McAvoy, doing enough to disrupt. There's Gary Schofield. Kevin Iro, dangerous. Here's a chance all of a sudden from Leeds. Has Fallon, can he run the length of the field now? Oh, he could, but that was a superb tackle over that side. Fallon still comes inside for more. Who's he got? Short. Go on. Then he gets his pass on to. And in the end, it's McAvoy who makes the decisive tackle. But great attack from Fallon, from Leeds. Great defence from McAvoy. Still Richard Ayres this time, going back inside. There's an opening at the middle that Gary Moores has seen. A pass on to Marlow. Salford tacklers. And Schofield said, well, there's a surprise. Didn't know that was mine. Still gets his pass away to Walter. Really, Vasilokoblas now. Got men over there with him. He's coming back inside and Salford wrap him up and put him down. Great attack from Leeds. Salford defence superb in preventing the score. But what can they do now? Richard Ayres on a full charge, so close to that line. And the tackle made within inches of that line. Leeds, so many men over this side now. Ellery Hanley, which way is he going? He's going and going. Salford wrapping up, and that's the last tackle. And yet again, they know applause can be too great for that Salford defensive effort, and the fans at the other end of the ground recognise that superb defence from Salford. It was a length of the field attack from Leeds, and the Salford cover matched them all the way and prevented a score being made. And now we've got, all of a sudden, he's on the clear. Naylor's on his own. Is he going to go on his own? He's joining Tate. Now he's going on his own. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant from Scott Naylor to create position, opening from nothing, and Salford bring it back to the other end. On to Mike Gregory. Mike Gregory played more than his part in this effort this afternoon. Great attack from Scott Naylor. Now it's a good line for Salford. On to Naylor again. Sells one dummy. He just manages to keep in play. And Salford coming back into it. What can he do here? David Young. Richard Webster pushes one off and gets his pass away to Sean Brown. And Sean Brown to Paneper. Paneper sells the dummy, but not bought. Offers the dummy. It's the last one. We'll see the little kick through and the chase. Salford's chase is there, but Alan Tate makes the ball his. And that was a great 6 from Salford. Well played, Salford. After a 6 on defence, it's a 6 on attack. That break from Scott Naylor. Superb. And Cummins is going cross field, and it only needs one little break all over there, and the man can be away. But again, Scott Naylor doing just enough first of all to just knock him off balance. And that was an important tackle, and the ball dropped and Salford regained possession but lose it in the first play by going into touch, by being forced into touch. Oh, well, my little tip is going at 40 to the dozen for this one. So exciting, 12-8 to Leeds. A change on the Salford side. Who's going off there, John? Richard Webster is going off and Bob Marsden's come on. Richard Webster played well this afternoon. Salford had the put in. Good. Difficult one for Mark to take, but he took it. Nice pass on to Nathan McAvoy. And McAvoy, so unlucky not to be able to take that one, because from nothing, an opening was on the brink of being created. But having said that, he dropped the ball, and then he made sure that Schofield couldn't get a boot to it to put Leeds in attack. Disappointment there, because McAvoy looks so good, doesn't he, in possession. He looks as though he can create things with his running. He's going to establish himself soon in the Salford squad. But Leeds now have the position in their own half. They have the possession. Oh, and there's one that goes Salford's way again, and McAvoy makes sure he picks that one up, and this is another chance for Salford. 11 minutes into this second half, and Bob Marsden with his first run. But quickly brought to a halt. And quickly going. Held onto by Marlow, by his shirt. And Ford's going to go on his own. And he makes another few metres south inside the 20. Mr. Morris says to Leeds, get back on side. They're not, Mr. Morris. Good long line. Paneper's out there. Nearly pushed it back. Behind my Ford. The ball's lost. Hanley says it's mine. A little bit of carelessness from Salford. Just lacking a little bit in cohesion there from in a very good position of this ground. And Bob Marsden doing a very important first tackle for him in his stint on the field. Farmaro lost his boot. Good running here from Leeds. Kevin Iro gets his pass on to Fallon. And who's there? David Young. More many support. It's a great attack from Leeds. So many runners. Crossfield runners. Ellery Hanley still stays on his feet. Gets on to Alan Tate. Alan Tate at the end of a magnificent try for Leeds. So many of the Leeds players involved in that one. Fallon up the far side with Crossfield running, doing so much to disrupt Salford. Hanley was tackled well by Cousins, but stayed on his feet long enough to get his final pass on to Alan Tate to score. A great try for Leeds. What a try that Salford really managed yet again to keep out 13 minutes into the second half. Conversion attempt. Graham Holroyd. That one successful. So that pushes the score up to 18 points to Leeds and 8 to Salford. So that try has come after a hectic period in this second half where the Salford defence has withstood so much Leeds pressure and could have done something itself on attack, could Salford. But I really know that this game is not yet over by any means. 18 points to 8. 14 minutes into the second half. But Leeds, Harvey Howard going forward so strongly. Salford unflinching in their defence of him. Randall, Eccles, at least there. And Leeds doing so well to slip that ball away as Farmarlo, I think it is, loses his boot yet again. Harvey Howard in the thick of it yet again, so difficult to put down, gets his pass away, and that's so important in this game if you can keep the ball moving, but aren't well and truly tackled. Because it is up there now, but there are other men involved, and the kick's coming in, so they have to be alert. Marn's alert and makes it his, doesn't know which way to go. It's difficult with 3 chasers round him. Leeds chase very good, Marn positive on his defence. And Phil Ford looking to come away, but not able to get clear. Salford going to have to work at this right throughout the game. Like that from Bob Marsden. He always goes forward so positively. Rounding the line, Panicker's there as well. The line broken. Panicker's still looking to do something. Salford's just lacking again that little cohesion on attack. Parker, of course, not accustomed to this standoff position. He's a centre primarily. So John Brown coming in on the kick. The referee says play on, and Tate makes that his and has time to get up. And Brown's there first. Then Quigley, great tackle from Quigley on a man so much bigger than him. Mercer running strongly this afternoon into space, and that pushes off McAvoy. Mercer's in the clear, he's got many support, got Hanley there. Hanley hangs on and gets his pass away. Who's going for it? Phil Ford says that's mine, and all of a sudden Phil Ford's in the clear. Now what can Phil Ford do? He's jogging. No, he's not. He's going up into it. He's got a man with him. There he goes, he's side in his own. He's turned in, Tate inside out. He's going for the line his own, and he's going to score. That was absolute magic out of the top drawer of rugby league football. That has to go down. We've seen some excellent tries this afternoon. That was absolutely superb. Both teams, first of all, the attack from Leeds is where it started. The final pass from Hanley was snapped up by Ford, who had time, and then he jogged to the halfway line. He made a monkey out of Alan Tate, turning inside out. He used Nathan McAvoy as a decoy, and finally went over to score himself near the corner. And he's coming back, is Phil Ford, to the applause of the Leeds fans who remember him so well from his Leeds days. Jason Critchley's on. And we think it's Mike Gregory who's come off. Jason Critchley on, and Salford certainly lifted. A ball lost. The referee's going to wave it on and give Salford 6 more. There's an unusual situation, but probably fair. A bit of 6 or 1 half dozen the other. And Jason Critchley. Well, isn't it good when you can have Jason Critchley on the bench to come on to a match at this state that's now finally balanced at 18 points to 12 in Leeds' favour. Critchley did well in the 18 on Friday night, as you would expect. I thought he'd had a knock near the end, but it's good to see that if he had He's fit enough to play today, and Marston working the ball forward. Look at that from Richie Ayres, roughing him up in the tackle. Good line from Leeds. Dangerous ball, but well taken, and Critchley's going. Gets it inside to Phil Ford. Phil Ford's still going. He scored one. He's coming back inside. Gets his pass on to Paneper. Paneper inside to Marston, who's straight up. On the right, Marston's got support if he can see it. He can. And he goes on to Phil Cousins. And unfortunately, that one from Phil Cousins dropped. Great play from Salford. And Cousins couldn't take his pass. And that looked a bit forward, didn't it? So that's George Mann, if I haven't said so. George Mann on for Farmarwell. Oh, there's Harman back. And there's a pass dropped, and now Phil Ford snaps it up again. He wants to pass. Nobody wants it. And now I think the crowd are saying that Phil Ford didn't really play that. Strange situation. Sam Paneper keeping the Salford players back. I don't know why Phil Ford did that. Oh, that's what happened. Thank you, John, for explaining to me. It was Ellery Hanley. You might know the old pro, wouldn't you? What he actually did was knock it out of Phil Ford's hand, and all of a sudden a Salford attack has become a Leeds attack. Like that, Neil Harman back on, running with the vigour, with the fresh legs. Harvey Howard was running with vigour, and George Mann, fresh legs. And Salford, having had the chance, Ellery Hanley losing a little bit of chicanery there to... We've got a chance here for Leeds on that side. On take, gets his pass on to Iro. Oh, superb tackle that was. Who was that? Gregory and Paneper. Great, because it was as though Iro was away. What a ball lost. And again, Phil Ford picks it up, and he wants it. He wants to run. He thought of passing it. Perhaps he was sensible to hang on, and another attack from Leeds come to naught thanks to this Salford defensive pressure. And Critchley will have a go. And he gets it to the 20-metre line. Becker was doing well in this full game for him now, probably. That Neil says that's mine, thank you. That's four, says somebody. Salford running well inside like that from Craig Randall. And he gets on to David Young, but it goes down, and that comes to nothing. I think other referees might have noticed that it came down off the Leeds player, but as it is, Leeds have the benefit, and Leeds needing to go forward again. 18-8, Leeds in front, 23 minutes on the second half clock, 18-12, and Leeds crowd really getting behind them, but surely, oh, referee, never, that's makes up for it. Well, it was surely a knock-on for the first offence, and the referee picking out a forward pass for the second offence, with Iro in full burst there. Mr Morris pulling them back and giving himself a bit of breathing space with Paneper, and Marner wants it. No, he doesn't, because Paneper says, I'm going to run myself here. I've run like that once and scored a try, but not that time. Craig Randall's up there and way forward. What a good young forward Craig Randall is. Difficult on that for Sean Brown to take, and Salford just not as cohesive at key times. They need to calm things down. If the long route isn't known, if the long pass isn't evident for the recipient, then you've got to do the short pass or take the tackle. Let's go for it. He's running strongly. Is he running to touch? Yes, he is. No, he's not. Oh, dear me. Looks as though he might have been... Perhaps could have gone in. And Leeds, for the first time now, just all bunched together a little bit. They still have the lead. And now they're going forward strongly. Like that. Richard Ayres. But Salford standing firm in the middle there. On defence, Harvey Howard just charging in. And Salford are matched for him. Bigly, not a frown of getting in there like any of them. And Naylor involved in so much on Salford's defence. Oh, and that was a superb tackle by Paneper. After Schofield appeared to have So the dummy, and that's the drop goal attempt, which is going wide. So another Leeds attack is rebuffed by Salford, who must be feeling that they really have a chance here. 25 minutes into the second half, only one score, trying to goal. The difference between the teams as Cliff Ettles makes the first one his. Leeds players shouting, "Come on, Leeds!" because they know that it's Salford who are having them holding their own. Paniker, and to go, passes that one, the referee says that's alright, so Marsden tries to run clear, he gets his pass on to Sean Brown. Sean Brown inside to Nathan McAvoy. McAvoy goes round two, but only one of them harming the other. Really looks exciting, the Salford fans urging the Red Devils on. Nice pass on to Paniker, and another one on to Critchley. Critchley taken down so well by Iro out there. There's the Salford attacking line. Randall, and he sees that there's nowhere to go. It's the last one. And Salford, what can they do in this last play? It's a little kick over the top. Cummings make it his. McAvoy's there with him. McAvoy's chasing. McAvoy nearly gets him. Brown does though. Brown's become such a good scrum half. Then Alan Tate's running. But that Salford defence, David Young that time. Good quickly. Bringing him down. Mercer's going. Iro's out there, coming inside. Iro so strong, so dangerous. Once he gets into gear. But Salford aren't going to let him get into gear. And the Leeds fans now just getting a bit unhappy with their team's performance. So they're swinging it right now, and the ball's dropped. And deep inside their own half, Leeds just struggling a little bit for the minute. They've got the 18-12 advantage, and the Leeds fans booing. Now can Salford take advantage of this position? There's one, it's in, and it's out. This man. But that was a good tackle by Alan Tate. Paniker. Inside to McAvoy. McAvoy, look at that brilliant play from McAvoy. Isn't he so good? Like that. Absolutely brilliant, Nathan McAvoy. So close to that line now, our Salford. It's a good line. But the ball's dropped, and all of a sudden it's a chance for Leeds, and it's a wasted opportunity for Salford. The pass a little bit too long for the recipient to take, and Leeds can turn it. Harvey Howard going forward, Critchley unmoved. So unlucky there, Salford. Nathan McAvoy looking good more and more when he gets the ball. But there's a chance into space, but that was a good tackle, that was. Craig Randall, I think it was, with Nathan McAvoy. Young Salford pack with mobility on tap. George Mann trying to find space, trying to create, and he does. But that was a good tackle by Marsden. And Mann is going, and settle fans alight. One of those electrifying bursts, and all of a sudden, Salford stretched on the Salford left, big overlap for Leeds on that side. Holroyd with a little kick through, and Marsden makes it his. Oh, well played Salford yet again. Great defence from them. And Marn tries to bring it his way. They're really doing so well to hold this Leeds attacking machine. Scott Mellors there. He goes round 1 and 2. Oh, but drops the ball. And Salford got it back, so the knock on that Scott Nail is claiming it was pushed out of his hand. Concerning the referee, it was well and truly his. So unfortunately Salford going to have to go up their defensive gear again as Leeds will have possession. Let's see what happens in the scrum. Yes, straight out to Leeds. Holroyd in the line. Iro there. Coming back inside. Ankle tap. Iro's clear. Going to pass on. And this time, the try's rewarded. Alan Tate in support. In the end, it looks that simple. It's not. Salford have made Leeds work so hard for every point that they've scored. And Salford themselves have been unlucky not to score more points this afternoon. 30 minutes into the second half. that could be the decisive match-winning try from Alan Tate. It's his second. He came from that move from the scrum. Kevin Iro coming back inside, stepping off his left foot, accelerating at pace, and the full-back in support, providing the extra man. So change on the Leeds side. Lakabakalas comes off, and I think it's Jim Fallon who comes back on. Salford get things underway again. Look at a strong running from Alan Tate, making the 20-metre line his. Well, he would have done if it had been Alan Tate. Oh, look at that sneaky, isn't it? Getting a pass out like that. Good tackle from Quigley on track. Harman. Going strongly. Harvey Howard. It takes so much putting down, such a strong guy. Hanley. He's electrifying in those little bursts, isn't he? Go wide with the kick. Surely they're offside. And the referee says no, and gives the noise, giving the try. Well, what a strange try. He's pointing, Mr. Morris is pointing to players in an offside position, and if that wasn't enough, surely Jim Fallon didn't put that ball down properly. And all of a sudden, the game going away from Salford. So unlucky there, Salford. But at 26-12, 2 tries in the space of 3 minutes, really turning this game for Leeds, and both coming from decisions that were a bit iffy against Salford. The first was when Naylor was accused of dropping the ball when it was taken from his hand, and the second when Fallon scored from what appeared to be an offside position. 44 minutes into the second half, and the referee this time will decide that that's a knock-on, and well, you never know, the game is not yet lost. Salford showed last week that they will play for however many minutes the game might be, and last week's game was 46 minutes in the second half, and they scored a try in that 46 minute that leveled the score. Can they get back into this one? They're in a good position. Piper's onto man, but that Leeds defence is up very emphatically, and Leeds all offside by miles. Ironic cheers from Salford. Well, that was a strange penalty. Good play from Salford to Phil Ford. Phil Ford's going for the line, and he's going to score his second try, and that is the right sort of comeback. Phil Ford so elusive in those situations, and you sniff of the line, you think he's going one way, and all of a sudden he's not there because he's gone the other way. So Phil Ford's second try of the afternoon, and bringing Salford back into it again. Salford's fourth try. But 4 tries to Salford at Headingley, that's a great effort, and an indication that Salford's season is going to get off the ground in a big way soon. Get off the ground in terms of victories which the performances have merited. Which is Webster back on, drops it well and gets it away, but Scott Naylor, he's in the thick of anything, isn't it? He wants to make it his, gets the game, the ball goes on, and Richard Webster's there again. Critchley does well to hang on to that difficult pass before as he was being tackled. And David Young, stalwart for Salford, that position. Good line. Oh, and there's a good big opening for Piper to go through. Now, where are the many support? Does he need them? Is he going to go on his own? He's going to say, I can't get anybody else. Yes, he's still got McAvoy there. McAvoy comes inside, and McAvoy's going to go near the post. And there's that Nathan McAvoy showing yet again why Dougie Lawson wanted him. Why just about everybody in the rugby league wanted him. But it was Salford who got him. Well, that was Piper who made that. And it was actually Schofield who helped, because Schofield was offside. He was racing up to tackle Piper before he got the ball. But Piper beat him for speed, made a lot of ground, realised he got many support. Nathan McAvoy took the ball cleanly and then accelerated and went over to score halfway between the posts and the try line. Super try for McAvoy. So 5 tries to Leeds, 5 tries to Salford. No goals to Salford. None of them have been easy kicks particularly. Steve Blakely might have got a couple of them, but nonetheless, 5 tries each, a great achievement here at Leeds. And still the game's not over. Marston coming forward. 39 minutes on the second half clock. Panapa having to hold on and then taking the tackle. Leeds have to defend. Scott Naylor, he's made some good breaks today, hasn't it? And he wants to make another one. And the referee noticing that ball was dropped. Scott Naylor looks as though he doesn't really believe it. That's the end of the game. 40 minutes, final score, Leeds 26, Salford 20. Great result for Salford. Exciting afternoon of rugby. Nathan McAvoy coming of age with every game that he plays. Great result, great afternoon's entertainment. Salford so unlucky yet again. 2 tries to McAvoy, 2 tries to Ford. The first for Sam Panapa. 5 tries to Leeds. Excellent afternoon, well played Salford. Let's keep it up next week. Final score, Leeds 26, Salford 20.